My name is Katie, and I want to talk to you about teaching American culture with Molodets. So when we learn a language, we're not only learning the grammar and vocabulary, we're learning about the culture, the way people live, communicate, work, and how they understand the world. So in this video, we're going to explore how the Molodets program teaches American culture and how you can find these materials on the Molodets website. The cultural topics in Molodets are designed to help learners understand real life in the U.S. That includes daily routines, work culture, family life, traditions, food, social customs, and so much more. Students also learn about famous people, places, historical events that most Americans would know, but they're not always taught in English classes in other countries, and you don't find them in other English language textbooks. So by learning language together with culture, students gain a deeper understanding of how English is actually used in real life. So let's take a look. When teachers choose cultural materials, there are several important considerations. So first, it's really important to use authentic materials like real articles, videos, podcasts, and stories. Second, teachers should present culture in a balanced and respectful way. We want to avoid stereotypes, and we want to make sure to show the diversity of American society. Third, cultural lessons should encourage critical thinking and discussion, helping students compare their own culture with American culture. And lastly, we want to always make sure our lessons are student-centered and allow students to explore topics that interest them, and so that way they actively participate in discussions and they stay motivated and engaged. So the Molodets program was designed with all of these principles in mind. So Molodets covers a wide range of American culture topics. The topics fall into several categories. So for example, we have history, where students can explore important historical events like the Civil Rights Movement, the Boston Tea Party, and the development of our national park system. We also discuss places in the U.S., so learners can discover regions and cities across the U.S., from Yellowstone to Silicon Valley and the deserts of the Southwest. We also talk about daily life in the U.S., so students can learn about everyday experiences like university life, workplace culture, tipping, public transportation, even how Americans tend to answer the question, "How are you?" We talk about arts and hobbies. We explore topics like rodeos and baseball, blues music, and American sports culture. Molodets also explores different famous Americans that your students may not be familiar with, so they can learn about influential figures like Dolly Parton, Serena Williams, Oprah Winfrey, Zora Neale Hurston, and even John Wayne. Together, these topics give students a broad and realistic picture of American life. So each unit of Molodets includes several connected cultural components. So first, students have the opportunity to read a short text about an American culture topic. This reading introduces them to the main ideas and the vocabulary of the topic. Then students can answer some comprehension questions to check their understanding and reflect on the meaning of the text. But the cultural learning doesn't stop there, because each topic is also supported by additional materials. Each cultural topic also includes a podcast episode. The Molodets podcasts are bilingual, so they're in English and in Russian. The Russian portions help students really fully understand the cultural topic in their native language, while the English portions allow them to practice listening to a native English speaker. This combination helps students build cultural understanding and listening skills at the same time. Students can also watch short videos connected to each cultural topic. So the videos feature Americans talking about aspects of everyday life across the United States. So for example, students may see how Americans celebrate certain holidays, what grocery shopping looks like, how Americans talk about their jobs, or what daily life looks like in different regions of the United States. So these videos help learners see real examples of American life making the cultural topics more vivid and more memorable. One of the easiest ways to explore Molodets cultural content is by using the American Culture Indexes. So this document organizes the cultural material by topic. So for example, the index includes sections like famous Americans, places in the US, events in American history, living and working in the US, and arts and hobbies in America. So each entry shows you the module and unit number so you can very quickly find the topic within the curriculum. So for example, if you want to teach about Dolly Parton, the index shows you exactly where that lesson appears in the textbooks or on the website. So this makes it very easy for teachers to search for specific cultural topics that match their lesson goals. Another way to find cultural topics is by using the full course outline on Molodets' website. The outline shows you every module and unit in the program, and so from here, teachers and students can quickly locate the topics that interest them, and they can see how it relates to the grammar and the vocabulary of each unit. So each unit is combining language learning with the cultural content, and your students are learning both English skills and cultural knowledge at the same time. One of the key ideas behind Molodets is that culture should be explored through multiple types of media. Students read texts, listen to podcasts, watch the videos, and participate in discussions. This multimodal approach makes learning more engaging, and it helps your students understand culture from different perspectives. Teaching language without culture gives students only part of the picture. So by exploring American culture through authentic materials, including readings, podcasts, videos, and discussions, students gain a deeper understanding of how English is used in real life. The Molodets program makes these cultural materials very fun and very easy to use. Teachers can explore the cultural indexes, browse the course outline, and choose topics that match their students' interests. And students can discover the people, places, and traditions that shape everyday life in the United States. Thank you so much for joining me, and I really hope these materials help bring American culture to life in your classroom. Molodets!